Still. Okay, and hello and welcome to the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions, and we are live. How's it going, folks? How's it going?
Hello, everyone.
I am your host, Eric Casey, also known as ZRockstar5 on Twitter. How's it going?
I am Joshua Matthew, creator and founder of Toonami Squad, also known as JMB_70056
I'm
on
Phantom.
Twitter.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Samster299.
And I'm Silver. That's all, folks. Bye. No.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh.
And that's all we have for
Okay,
today.
good intro.
it was better.
It had some pizzazz.
It had some
No
pizzazz.
confetti.
So let's go ahead and jump right into Attack on Titan.
So Attack on Titan Season 3 is coming to Toonami. It's been announced during the crazy weekend of San Diego Comic-Con.
No, it wasn't announced before.
I don't think so. Was it? Like,
that was
I
on-
heard about that recently.
Yeah, it was announced like 2 weeks before.
No, what was announced at Comic-Con was Boruto.
I thought that was.
Oh, yeah, right.
It was announced in between Anime Expo and San Diego Comic-Con.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense then.
I can't wait for it to do better than every Gundam show. Because this season, if I'm not mistaken, it's all about politics.
Oh, boy. And that's
Very
literally
little
every
action.
Gundam.
Well, I actually find the politics kind of interesting though. From where it's going so far.
We'll see. We'll see.
No,
I
no.
just know that every time an anime goes into its politics, suddenly no one wants to see it.
Eric, check the squad DM.
Okay.
No one cares.
Especially since with our current politics these days.
But when it comes to Attack on Titan, like, that's a lot of these shows. Like, I usually just like to wait for certain shows to make it onto Toonami to watch them. If I know they're never going to come to Toonami, I'll see it online. But certain shows I can always predict will come to Toonami, so then I'll wait until it is on there to watch it.
Or unless they literally played it in theaters.
That too.
Oh.
Like,
So, Silver,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
who?
Yo.
I was going to say, Silver, you have a fan, apparently. Zombie Prowler says you're his favorite out of everyone who's hosted the podcast.
Why?
wow.
I barely appear in this. Like maybe 3 times a year.
Maybe it's the Tom thumb. They think you're Tom.
Do you have the chat present in Hangouts?
Yeah, I put the link in there.
No, but did you actually present it where we can see it? Because I don't see it.
According to Zombie Powder, he is Toonami's creation.
Go straight at the left side, you press present, and then they give you an option of what to choose.
In settings,
share screen.
I guess?
Or share screen, something like that. It'll be a little green looking symbol with a screen.
Screen share.
Can we go back to the actual podcast?
Yes.
I mean, none of us has seen. I don't know. Attack on Titan's coming. They don't know what time slot.
Is this what you're doing? Is this what you mean?
Yeah,
No, the link I sent you.
announced.
Okay.
Wait, did they?
No, like they announce like a lot of shows coming to the block, but they never say what time. Like JoJo Part 4 is coming, Attack on Titan's
Well,
coming,
I mean,
Boruto's coming.
For
But they never
JoJo
say
though.
time. What?
Although for JoJo, we just know it's going to be at 12:30 because JoJo's already on there.
Well, not for sure. Not necessarily. They might change the block around again. You never know.
Well, I think it's also based on, well, maybe they don't know. They've announced a lot of shows lately with no time slot.
Yeah, which
Because
was season 3.
They're not sure which show is gonna end, or B, they're not sure if they're gonna give him another time slot, like expand Toonami another half hour, or B, they just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I don't think they're gonna expand the block to another half an hour. It sounded like, based on, I think it was the Ask FM, because someone asked a question about like the long running shows kind of taking over the block. I feel like that DeMarco feels that they have enough lineup area where they could fit some new shows here and there. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that, with Dragon Ball Super, Boruto, My Hero Academia, and Attack on Titan. Or, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball, and Boruto taking up like the top 3 spots. I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
there's
But my
also
main
like
point is that they're not
Shippuden.
always gonna have like the actual time announced, especially when it's months away.
Hmm.
So we shouldn't expect it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe with Attack on Titan, they might maybe not add, but like move Toonami bit. But even then, it's like
No, I don't see it
let's just
changing.
wait. Let's just wait for it.
No, I don't see it changing.
I
No,
mean,
I don't mean
maybe-
like add another half hour. I mean like move it like half an hour earlier. Just
I don't know
to
about
warm up
earlier,
the
but I
hour.
appreciate later.
Well, they might be trying to experiment with that again, with Dragon Ball Super pretty much opening up Adult Swim every night. You know,
Yeah.
because it starts off at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but
I don't know
those
what
are
the.
just reruns.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if it brings views or even more views than what it does on Toonami, maybe they'd be like, hey, what if we move the Toonami packaging into 8 o'clock? You know, bring it back to prime time. Will people watch it? Who knows?
Yeah. And
That
that's,
could
a,
be
but
why they're
would
doing what
they-
they're doing, experimenting with that.
and that's a big move because that
Yeah.
hasn't been on prime time since like
Since probably since when Toonami died before.
yeah
I have an issue with that.
that it died.
No, the other thing.
No, I think the time slot.
Yeah.
What?
If they move it to prime time, I just don't know that it's enough shows to play.
Man, I couldn't do prime time. I like where Toonami's at, like during the night.
I mean, I'm sure
like,
they're pretty content with where they're at right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would say it's good where Toonami is, because I think we even talked about this last
Before.
episode, I think, where we're like, because Toonami doesn't really have much competition during that late at night for the most
Yeah,
part. So it's like,
well, no
all the
other
shows are
network
top
plays
shows,
anime. and
time
another,
slots.
If
Well,
another
besides-
network plays anime, it's most likely going to be a kids network playing
Well,
like
I think-
Exactly.
No, I think
Yeah.
the best way to put it is no other network premieres shows at those times. It's not about having like it's not about other networks having in an alternate universe anime. It's
Mhm.
just that Adult Swim is the only one that says, "Hey, let's premiere this show at 2 a.m." Oh, great! It does great. Adult Swim is the
catch
only
the
one who
game
can
again.
do that.
Mhm.
No,
Okay.
the only other show that I know that premiered at 2 a.m. was the reintroduction of Outlaw Star.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, that's kind of like not like a premiere, but like,
Oh, they premiered an episode that they never aired.
well, yeah, that was the first. That's what makes it hilarious. That was the first new episode of Outlaw Star in almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
In
Well,
HD.
technically, it's always existed. It just never aired in the first place.
But
it's
that's
a
what
brand
makes
new
it such a big
episode for
deal.
American TV.
Yeah, that's what made it such a big deal.
Yeah, but
And it only had like one edit.
they removed the nets.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway, we're getting really sidetracked.
I mean, do you want to just move on to San Diego Comic-Con since there's not much to talk about Attack on Titan?
We'll say this: expect a lot more politics.
I don't know. I haven't seen the first episode of season 3 yet. Although I did try to do that freaking Crunchyroll like free food thing, but the link was broken on my end.
There's the chat.
Did you press present to everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi guys, who's watching? How's it going? You guys are on the podcast now. Whoever's watching right now.
You might want to exit out some of those tabs.
What tabs? What are you talking about?
There's no
Oh,
tabs.
you got open.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's got Pornhub.
Yep.
And you just exit. The DMs are showing.
All the DMs are exposed now.
Dude,
No!
Dude,
Close-
spoilers.
God damn it, Eric.
I never used this before. You guys want this so badly. I just want to talk about stuff.
I don't care about this.
Well, we weren't
Boss
able to
wants
And
it.
now people are gonna
Because we weren't
screen
able to
cap
interact
that
with our
part of
audience.
the-
That's the whole purpose of doing this live, Silver. So we can interact with our audience.
Okay, that's fair.
Thank you.
I
Can't you
did.
guys just do what I do, where I just open up the stream on my phone and then check the comments from there? That's what I'm doing.
Well, I also want when people go to rewatch it to see what people were saying in the chat too. There you
Well,
go.
you know they have this new feature now
That's
to
better.
where you can watch like previous live streams
I can't make it.
and you can actually see like the chat running
Okay,
in real time.
okay, hold up. We have derailed fast. Like,
Even on the
What's our game?
podcast, we kind of ramble.
well, yeah, but let's try to stay on course. for
Yeah,
them.
let's stay on topic. So San Diego Comic-Con,
That was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of news happened that day.
Yes.
The Clone Wars.
Can I just say that I watched the Dragon Ball Super movie trailer about 10 times
Nice.
and even more, and I keep watching it because I want it out now. Like I've never been this hyped for a Dragon Ball movie. Like I was there during the Resurrection F hype, and I wasn't even feeling it. I'm feeling it with this one.
The animation was so beautiful. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it either.
Animation.
Like I never thought I'd, because like Broly, I'm kind of on the opinion that like he's like a wasted potential character, and I feel like this movie may redeem his character finally.
Yeah.
I just hope, all I'm hoping is that they rework his backstory into not what they did back then, and they do something different with him, and we get an awesome fight. That's Super Saiyan God Goku versus the true legendary Super Saiyan.
We're talking Ultra Instinct. I mean, come on.
Potentially, yeah.
This time he'll go crazy because someone called him stupid. And by someone, he means the old fans, and he will jump out of the screen to kill everyone.
Also, who isn't excited for Frieza versus Broly? Just throwing that
Yes.
out.
That was like one of the like big
Big
highlights.
highlights, yeah. Because I have my theory with the story is that Frieza somehow came across Pericles, I think the father's name is.
Paragus.
Asparagus, whatever his name is.
Paragus.
Everyone hates him anyway. He's an idiot. But I'm assuming somehow Frieza, during his travels of being back alive in the canon of Dragon Ball Super, he came across Asparagus and Broly.
Paragus.
I don't care. I hate him.
Paragus.
I'm gonna keep correcting you. I don't care.
The character sucks though.
Asparagus.
So they basically Frieza comes across him and Broly and brings them back and decides to sick them on the Earth, and Goku and Vegeta and the Z fighters have to fight him. That's my theory with what the plot is going to be.
I don't know, but that sounds like a plot for basically every Dragon Ball movie. Because every Dragon Ball movie is really structured like this. Everyone's having a fine time. And anyway, everyone's fighting. Goku comes.
One other thing though too that Super set up in the very beginning of the show that I'm still waiting for them to pay off with, and I thinking about it more and more, it would make sense to kind of start putting it into motion, but potentially remember Beerus told that he wanted. Well, did he tell Frieza specifically? Because I remember him saying he wanted the Saiyans to be wiped out, and Frieza basically took care of it. And I'm not sure if Beerus told Frieza to do it personally.
When he authorized.
Remember, Beerus wanted the Saiyans to be erased from existence.
Beerus told Frieza to do it.
He did tell. Okay, so this would be the perfect time to bring that storyline into this, I think.
Technically, he said that he authorized it, so he was probably, he probably asked if he could do it.
Still, the point is that interesting setup, I think would work really well as a big plot point in this movie. And so, that's my creative mind going crazy again, most likely, but still, it looks freaking awesome, and I can't wait. I'm actually hyped for Broly. What the hell?
Shocker.
Broly went.
But this is a topic of Comic-Con, not just Dragon Ball. So there were other things. Obviously, we got some new trailers for like the DC movies, Aquaman, Shazam, the Titans live action, Young Justice.
I'm gonna be real here.
We'll get to those.
Be real here. Out of all those, the only one I'm excited for is Shazam.
Oh yeah, Shazam was.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
Shazam was actually the best one of all the trailers.
Yeah,
I was surprised too. It actually was kind of funny.
It's actually shocking that DC is actually being true to their source material.
Not only that, a DC thing made me laugh. It made me chuckle, guys. It made me chuckle at some of the jokes.
I haven't felt great in the trailer since 1999.
Back in my day, DC used to be kind of funny.
And Marvel was too serious and stupid.
The Aquaman trailer I actually liked too. It was pretty neat.
It was okay, but it looked kind of like
I don't know. Like before, like one of the best DC movie that happened in recent times was the Wonder Woman film. Like it was surprising to a lot how good it was. So maybe Aquaman. It's probably like one of those situations to where like they work better. The movies work better with them solo compared to them together. I don't know.
Well, the reason why is because they smashed everybody together without the single movie to set them up. That's why that works. That's why the single movies work, because you're pretty much setting everything up to get to the crossover movies. Where DC tried to do the complete opposite, and they're trying to mix it up. But I'm of the opinion with DC, with the live action DC cinematic universe, I think they just need to blow it up and start from scratch or something, because they've burned through so much material already, and now it just like every movie that comes out besides Shazam, believe it or not, it just looks desperate for attention. And it just like...
Well, what they should have done is that they shouldn't have had Justice League.
I agree.
Come out for
they should have had a standalone Batman movie, Aquaman movie. All the Justice League characters you wanted to throw in there, set them up in a single movie, and then...
Yeah, but you want to retell the origin again?
Saying if they didn't even blow through anything. They didn't blow through anything. They just skipped things.
Are you serious? Yes, they burned through. They burned through a lot. They burned through two or three of the biggest storylines. Batman versus Superman. What is it? Superman Apocalypse, right? Is that what that is? Doomsday?
Okay, how to put it? The problem with putting together Superman versus Batman, Superman and Doomsday, then it's somehow a sequel to Superman, but it also introduces Batman. The problem with smashing so many things together is just you skip elements that make it matter.
Mm-hmm.
So all you see is just basically, okay, that looks cool. and that's about it.
Yeah, no,
Feel
like
nothing. Okay, it looks cool. Okay, this looks like a video game, but okay.
they were just
You don't feel
action
engaged.
block in the stories was just completely brushed over because they just wanted to appeal to mindless action. That's it. It was just mindless action. Every single DC live action DC movie, besides Wonder Woman, is just mindless action sequences with a passable plot at best.
Yeah.
Well,
When-
hope that the
but the
Wonder
thing
Woman
is-
sequel comes to be good and awful.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Wonder Woman can't salvage what's already been so damaged. Like it's not going to salvage Batman. It's not going to salvage Man of Steel or any of those movies. Like, and also the whole. To be fair, like Justice League was okay, but the clash of styles between Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon, like Joss Whedon wrote Superman like Superman, like he's a completely different character in Justice League than he is in Man of Steel or in Batman versus Superman. It's so disjointed at this point.
What else came from Comic Con besides that? I mean, like, oh, anyone want to talk about live action Titans? Fuck Batman.
I guess we're combining San Diego Comic Con with the DC Universe, blah. But yeah, the trailer sucked. It was hilarious, actually.
How to put it? Here, how to put my feelings into that trailer? Okay. It reminded me of the live action Power Rangers trailer, but with none of the joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. And what also pisses me off about it is that the first season, well, I'm assuming what they're showing is the first season. They are doing the Trigun arc in the first season.
Great, so we know nothing of Rave. Actually,
no, you'll know
why
everything
is she
about
looking
Raven
for help.
And she is actively seeking out people for help, which is the exact opposite of her character.
Yeah.
To be honest,
just
I have
like
not seen the
Robin, when he
trailer. I only
says,
know
"Fuck Batman."
of the fuck Batman joke.
You mean the fuck Batman meme at this
You're
point?
a meme.
Yeah.
People have already photoshopped it.
Ugh. It's just so funny.
What else on Comic Con? I mean, like there was some Cartoon Network news at Comic Con.
Apparently, they're coming out with a new live action Batwoman series that's supposed to air on the CW.
Wait, the live action what?
Batwoman.
I missed that, and I can't leave the chat because I'm screen sharing it. That sounds really interesting. Is there a trailer for it, or did they just tease it?
I think it is teased. I haven't found a trailer yet, but it's
Okay.
supposed to be whenever they do the crossover with all the current shows on the CW. She's going to make her first appearance there, which I think is going to be in December.
I'm assuming in the Arrow, Flash, Green Arrow.
Supergirl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Supergirl. That was it.
I find it
Arrow twice.
hilarious that the CW is closer to having the Justice League than actual DC.
Well, that's another thing. DC should have recognized that they were doing it good and actually smart. That they should have incorporated the TV shows into their extended universe.
This is going to be the sixth.
But then that wouldn't make sense because then the audience who watches the movie, you'd have to expect them to see the TV show.
I realize that, but I know that's why I'm kind of joking about it, because I'm like, that's what they should have done, but they didn't because they decided, oh, we made Man of Steel without the intention of making it a cinematic universe until we did.
Like how Marvel did.
No, and then
Anyway, yeah, this is going to be the sixth live action hero series on the CW.
But
I find it funny
here's
because
the
I
thing.
remember.
But here's the counter argument to what? Okay, here's an easy thing. Here's a counter argument to the idea of they shouldn't base the movies by taking the already established DC shows. you want to get the backstory, honestly, just watch the first episode of all the shows. You don't have to watch the first season or get up to date on the fourth season. Just the first freaking episodes, and that's it. There's your origin story. It could have been done. They could have just taken the already established characters from the CW and just used that, and then themselves make, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. No, instead, let's just rush through everything.
I kind of disagree with that, because really Arrow's the only series that could maybe fit into the live action cinematic universe. When you compare like Flash and Supergirl to the live action cinematic universes, it's just two completely different spectrums, like completely different styles. It just doesn't compute. It wouldn't make any sense. You know?
That's fair.
Supergirl comes in and she's ultra dark, Zack Snyder's cinematic looking style, and gets all moody, and
No, Zack Snyder's style for Supergirl would basically make her into a stripper.
Well, again, though,
fighting dressed as a stripper. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making though is that they can't do that because of how different the TV shows have taken it, and Zack Snyder's / Wonder Woman, like the movies are completely disorganized and disjointed right now, and that's why I'm saying they need to blow it up and start from scratch, because they're literally throwing darts at the board and hoping something sticks, and it's gonna make somewhat money, but it's not gonna make the same it's not gonna make the amount that they want, is the problem.
Yeah. Their problem is that blow it up and start over again. Oh wait, the last Superman movie was in what, 2012?
And
the last Wonder Woman movie was in what, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. The point is, though, that's their fault for turning Man of Steel into the centerpiece for your cinematic universe. When you were first making Man of Steel, that wasn't the intention originally.
Yeah.
They arbitrarily decided that movie was going to be the base for the cinematic universe when there was no intention to do that. Pretty much the producers came in and said, Zack Snyder, Marvel's making a lot more money than us, so you're going to do what they're doing. And Zack Snyder's like, what?
It was like make a cinematic universe.
I only came here to do the Superman movie.
Oh, we upped your contract to 2 more movies. What?
I never signed anything. Oh, don't worry, your lawyer already took.
No, you did. You signed it right here. We totally didn't just Photoshop Batman vs Superman and Justice League into the contract.
Wait, well, it is on the contract. I guess I have to do it.
Oh shit!
Didn't they hype up Batman vs Superman for like years until
they released it at they released like the logo for it at Comic-Con like a year before the movie came out, and I remember they called it Man of Steel 2, and then they dropped that.
Nope.
Man of Steel 2, Batman vs Superman. Batman vs Superman.
No, I would have just written Man of Steel 2. Enter the Batman.
No, not only that, but then I also remember like talks of like what was the name again? Damn it! Why do I always forget names?
What was it? Can you describe it?
He played Batman.
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck, yeah. Jeez, what's wrong with me? But I remember talks of Ben Affleck, like supposedly like not playing Batman anymore after a while. Like I remember seeing articles about that.
Yeah, that's still being talked about, and it's been very, very quiet, which could be meaning it's true. because I haven't heard anything about like a new Batman movie. I haven't heard anything about Ben Affleck reprising the role.
Batman movie too, and then like someone like recorded like a little snippet of Deathstroke, like in the production.
Something like that, yeah. But I think because Justice League was so terribly received that it just stopped. Because originally Ben Affleck was supposed to direct the next Batman movie, and then I remember hearing that fell off, and now it's just kind of in a limbo now. I haven't heard anything new about it.
You see, at least with the Marvel movies, you know when something's announced, you know it's gonna get done.
Well, it's not just that. Marvel's planned it out, though. That's the difference between DC. They just arbitrarily decided Man of Steel is our centerpiece for our DC cinematic universe when that wasn't the intent of the movie to begin with. And then Marvel pretty much had a plan. Pretty much, I would say, like, what was it, like the first 5 years planned out with the Hulk, with Robert Downey Jr.'s cameo in the Hulk, and then just took
Does the Hulk movie even count in the Marvel universe?
It technically does because Downey Jr. shows up in a cameo, and he grew up. And I guess Edward Norton got older and turned into Mark Ruffalo.
Well,
okay.
That's my logic behind it.
So, like,
Marvel
Got a lot of plastic surgery to get away from the government.
okay, so like, so this is like keeping on the topic of Comic-Con. I don't know if I can talk about this, but like when I saw the trailer for the Invader Zim movie, and I was like, I need this, like Dragon Ball, I need this now. I don't know.
I saw that trailer.
It like because like freaking I remember when it was announced that it was coming back in like a movie, and I was like, you know, I'm like a little shocked because wasn't that show canceled?
I know what you're talking about now.
Squealed.
It was canceled.
What?
And then it got a movie.
No, but wasn't it canceled because like parents like got mad that children were watching it or something?
What got canceled? What are you talking about?
Oh, because one of the Comic-Con news was a trailer for the Invader Zim movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, the show was canceled because of the parents complaining. But the thing is, it's been a few years, and Nickelodeon wants some money. They want to bring back the merchandise.
Which is why they revive literally everything from their past. See,
Exactly.
this is a plan, and I've always heard it. It's like if it's over 20 years, bring it back. Even though,
Well, yeah, because it's the only thing that makes money. Confidently, it makes money.
right now, they're like banking on the 90s, Nick nostalgia,
80s, 90s
and I
nostalgia.
just can't wait for them to bank on the early to mid 2000s nostalgia because that's where I was at. I want to see some early to mid 2000s stuff being brought back.
Yeah, but Invader Zim is mid 2000s.
Yeah, it is, which is why I'm so hyped.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's an issue because it's supposed to be like if it's at least 20 years old, bring it back. And maybe it's me, but I feel like they're starting to shrink that time span a bit.
Not only that. Shows, well, hi Echo. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Your echo here. I'm gonna mute.
What's going on?
I hear a super echo from you,
Phantom
boss.
is down.
Well, I don't know what the problem is. I mean,
Yeah, wait, I
turn
don't hear
down
it
my
now. I don't hear it
volume
now.
down anymore. I won't be able to hear you guys talking.
I don't hear it anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
Okay. So, what was I getting at? Oh yeah,
We're talking about nostalgia.
nostalgia, right? It's kind of sad though because it makes you realize that none of the markets have any fresh new ideas, or, well, not only that, but it also shows that the companies are afraid of taking any risks too, because they're just so in love with money nowadays.
Yeah,
What the hell is
but
that?
like, another way you could kind of look at this is if something's brought back, but it comes back like, feeling brand new, like they have like a bunch of new ideas thrown in there, so it doesn't just feel like another episode of said show or whatever. Like it actually feels like a new season or like a new.
But what sucks though is that like I didn't watch Invader Zim or Zin back then.
I watched some.
I just knew of like the internet memes from it and everything, so that's how I knew of its somewhat existence. But it's like Clone Wars, I can understand.
Clone Wars.
Well,
Clone Wars definitely.
I have my personal opinions about Clone Wars, but I get why that should be revived because fans have said like, it kind of ended and not a true ending really.
Because Disney.
I kind of disagree, but like that's a show that makes sense. And I'm gonna go into my usual bring back these shows list. Symbionic Titan, Megas XLR, blah blah blah,
Especially Symbionic Titan.
Like they're reviving Animaniacs, but not Freakazoid. In this huge superhero time, they think let's bring back Animaniacs.
Animaniacs, everyone freaking loved it to death.
I know, but the thing is, like in my opinion, the last season of Animaniacs felt just kind of eh. They didn't even really try to make it funny. It was just like, this is our last season, guys. Let's just get through it. That's what it felt like to me. I have them all. And that's what season 4, like the first 3 seasons felt like they had so much energy, so much charm and fun to it. Where season 4 just felt like it was just, we were done. This is it, but the thing is like Freakazoid makes so much sense to revive nowadays. With these live actions, with Marvel and DC sort of battling it out and everything. I think Freakazoid would make so much sense. But it's like, that's the kind of material that I think deserves a second chance, because Freakazoid only had like 2 seasons. Symbiotic Titan lasted a season. It took us 10 years to get Samurai Jack back.
Didn't they
longer than that? You know what I mean?
Didn't they split Symbionic Titan season 1 to like 2 halves and call the other half like a new season or something?
That doesn't count.
I don't know about that.
I know that's like still one season, but that's something that like a lot of networks will do. Like
I know,
like a show, but then they'll stop like halfway through the season, and like then after like a while they'll come back with the rest of season 1 and call it like brand fresh new episodes or something like that.
Yeah, Funimation.
Maybe that's the problem.
Insane.
Maybe that's the problem. We keep asking for Symbionic Titan season 2, but the Cartoon Network, we already had a season 2. Wink.
And say season 3. They can't do that.
And then I slap him in the fucking face.
Hey, what else is
I'm asking for a 3rd season.
You want to
bring it back? Damn it!
I'm actually kind of shocked when Hotel Transylvania 3 came out and they asked him. And he actually mentioned Symbionic Titan. I was like, well, I never thought I'd hear that again. And supposedly he had like 10 more episodes written before they cut it on him. And I was like, well, if they brought it back, maybe he could bring those 10 more episodes.
Yeah, but the problem is that Cartoon Network decided, we're going to write it off and put it in limbo because legal issues, because limbo works.
Because toys, that's why.
Yeah, it didn't sell enough toys, so fuck this show.
We're gonna write it off.
That was like an age where action shows were kind of dying. Just like because like the early 2010s, you saw like a bunch of action shows that came, but just like went in limbo.
Yeah, but the sad thing about it too, in my opinion, and what pisses me off is that these companies are trying to stick to like old school ways of going about business wise. And that's why I'm angry with it, because we're moving toward a more an overall digital age. And I'm not saying that I want everything to become digital, but you have to recognize that the action, not the action cartoon market, but like the action figure market, it's drying up. It's dying. It's not going anywhere.
Kids don't.
That's not where the money is anymore. You have to. I believe you have to rely on creating some amazing content and somehow get the money through the views of the show, because if you're relying just strictly on the toys, well, that's a detriment to some of the great shows out there that because Symbiotic Titan is one of those shows that got canned because it didn't sell enough toys. And it's like, does it have, I guess business-wise it has to, but I'm saying like the integrity and the respect of the show and its creators and the hard work that they put into it, and if people are enjoying it, like at least appeal to that and recognize that you're chasing after a dying carcass with the business side of it, with the action toys and stuff like that.
But Eric, money.
Although, if we're talking about shows come back, and I'm just gonna say my opinion right now. If they bring back some shows, I freaking want Danny Phantom because like,
that's
never gonna happen.
that's my favorite. Like,
Didn't that show have like a significant conclusion though? Like a pretty satisfying ending?
It was canceled, but the conclusion was crap. It was supposed to have 4 seasons, but it ended up having 3. And like the finale it had was, it was a finale, but it was an empty finale. You know. Also, the creator currently is kind of a jackass.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's no longer with Nickelodeon.
He's no longer with Nick, but he said that if they ever decide to bring it back, he'll be a part of it day one.
Yeah, there's some controversy with him right now.
Yeah, I know. Like I've read up all of it. He actually released a statement today.
Oh yeah, he did make a statement today.
I want to say about Clone Wars though.
Let's just move on to Clone Wars.
Yeah, we need to move to the other topics because we've been on Comic-Con for a good while.
There's a lot of Comic-Con.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Well, I just want to, if anything, I just want to throw it out there that I'm happy that Clone Wars is back, and I'm kind of like a fresh fan because I just recently went through Rebels and Clone Wars.
The only thing I'm kind of scared of is that I think I'm hearing that they're only making 13 episodes, and it's
only 12 episodes, and I believe it's going to be on the Disney streaming service.
Which will probably be
you see, this is okay. Can I rant for a bit? This is something.
Go ahead. I've been ranting.
This is something that every freaking person does. They bring back a show, but they bring it back for so little. Like Samurai Jack, 10 episodes. Fooly Cooly, 12 episodes. The split between 2 seasons, 6 episodes each. Freaking Clone Wars, 13. It was come on. It's that's gonna last 2 to 3 months, people.
Well,
it's not that. Well, Samurai Jack got one last season because Gandhi wanted to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be a bit exaggerated to say I want one last season, but I want it to be at least 30 episodes.
Yeah,
Clone Wars sounds like a similar deal where okay, it's 13 episodes and it's coming back to finish it.
Yeah,
unless Disney decides let's add more money.
It depends on the show and the intent of it. So, and it's pretty clear that these companies do make it clear on what the intention is. It's pretty clear that this is the final season for Clone Wars. I personally felt. Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that's just kind of bait just for everybody to get onto their streaming service platform.
Well, yeah,
I hate that too. Everyone's starting their own streaming service, and what that means is that you're gonna have that other shows from other services will get removed because they'll be exclusive to those. So then you have to buy, more subscriptions just to watch a certain show. DC and their streaming service wasn't Young Justice season 3 originally supposed to be on Netflix?
I
remember them saying Netflix when
it got canceled.
They did say was that it's coming back.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, did Cartoon Network write them off too?
What?
Yeah,
Young Justice. They wrote them off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cartoon Network wrote them off, but Greg Weisman said that he had plans for a potential season 3 and 4, if I remember correctly, in our interview on YouTube.
Yes.
Shameless plug.
But I would say at least we're getting it back though. And it's part of the competition. Like this is kind of a good thing. But this is what I was saying, like with the action figures market drying up, like everything's going streaming. That's the future. It's not in the toys anymore. You're gonna if you produce like really good content for your streaming service, you're gonna make bank.
I mean, it's not that I'm not upset that they're bringing back Clone Wars just for their service. I'm actually pretty excited.
Mm-hmm. Well,
personally, it worries me because we're heading down we're heading down a similar route with cable, where instead everyone's making their own streaming service. Okay, so I want to watch this. I want to watch this. I want to watch this. Okay, let's just pile them up. Oh, it's over $50
to have Netflix, Hulu, Disney, DC, and like.
And actually, can I just add this for Disney? The only difference, I believe, is that they're. What was it?
You're a Disney fanboy, and you will defend it. You live next door to Disney. We know you are their mindless slave.
Well, I live in Florida. Florida has land and all that. And,
no shame. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
It's like I live in Florida and Disneyland's like here, but it's not like every weekend I want to go there and freaking like ride everything. Now, I've been to Disney World before, but it's not like I want to go every freaking year.
and I'm gonna say
goes like every month.
And I'm gonna say like I'm a whore for DC. I just dropped like probably over $200 on Batman the Animated Series and the streaming service because I'm curious about some of their shows.
I'm actually want to do that.
I also bought some shirts too from the Batman the Animated Series. DC's great when it's great.
Steven's about to join.
No shame.
It's great. In animation, it's great.
Still, no shame. So no shame with a lot of shame internally.
Okay.
Steven's about to be getting on with us.
Anything else about San Diego Comic-Con?
What about the Cartoon Network news, like the
Infinity Train,
the Steven Universe stuff, the LKKO crossover? Yeah, Infinity Train, and the other show I forgot what that one was.
Wait, crossover?
You didn't know?
There's a crossover with like Teen Titans Go.
No.
Universe OKKO.
I knew there was a crossover with Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, there was that too, and I never watched it, nor do I.
And I cried internally.
As long as it's not canon to anything, that's fine.
I forgot to mention Teen Titans Season 6 needs to come back. And
it's never going to come back.
I know, but still.
It's a false hope that they keep teasing that'll never come. Just like
it'll never happen.
Oh, man, I was... I just thinking about it more and more makes me more angry now. How the cast and the crew are saying, "Go see Teen Titans Go if you want a season 6 to happen."
That's
that's not how that works. They're two different properties. That's not how it works.
No, suppose
you and your business.
Next, what they're gonna say is, if you want season 6, go watch the live-action Titans show.
No, same logic. The same goddamn logic.
No, supposedly
how it works.
Supposedly, Strong says that like she was told by I forgot who that if it does do good, then they consider season 6. But I doubt it.
Well, then whoever said that, I want to hunt them down and kick them in the balls for their fake news. Okay.
If you buy the 1-year subscription, we'll make season 6.
I feel like that's going to be the run-on joke.
Excuse me, everyone.
No.
I'm sorry, I was angry.
Nobody cares.
Just to let everybody know that's watching and everybody here in the Hangouts, Steven just joined. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Steven Universe? Oh my god.
And Steven.
I said
sing. Play the ukulele.
Sorry, I'm late, guys.
It's okay, no worries. We're
just
ranting. We're ranting about San Diego Comic-Con and all the crazy shit that happened there, all the good and the bad.
Oh, cool.
So we were just about Teen Titans Go, and all that stuff.
Oh Lord.
We're just talking about the fact if Teen Titans Go to the Movies does well, they'll make a season 6.
Complete bullshit.
Bull.
It's bullshit.
Oh, bull.
They're gonna do the same thing for the new live action.
Let me go
They're
check
gonna
the
be
Rotten
like, they're
Tomatoes
gonna be like,
scores real
JK,
quick.
you lied if the live action Titans gets enough views. That'll be like, and they just keep switching. When all
They'll say if everyone buys a 1-year membership at full price, we'll give you season 6 by 2028.
Oh, by the way, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, 88% Rotten Tomato.
it was originally 100.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to
what's
naturally
the
fall.
originally 100?
It's going to naturally fall, and I'm going to assume it's going to do okay. I think it may do
Because
pretty
it's
well,
kids.
actually. Yeah.
But then I'm gonna go see Cowboy Bebop instead.
I want to see that, but the closest theater that's playing it to me is 88 miles away.
Really?
Yes.
That's
I
You
checked
can't even
it
go
out.
to Disney Springs and go there?
The problem that I have is that freaking when it comes to anime and movie theaters, this is another rant. Anime and movie theaters is that you gotta like try hard to see, because when it comes to anime and movie theaters, it's only limited events like in a certain amount of time, and it's only limited to select theaters, and you gotta hope that one of those select theaters is close to you. If not, have a fun trip.
You're fucked. Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
to be fair, with Resurrection F, it was like a 10-minute drive for me.
I was
got lucky with
actually,
Resurrection
I saw Resurrection F in theater because at the time I was in Tampa and one of the closer theaters was actually playing, so I was actually thankful for that one.
Yeah, I got lucky with Resurrection F. There was one local near me, but these new ones, I gotta go all the way to Brooklyn for that. No.
Oh wow!
That sucks. Well, just going to say, we're kind of getting off topic here.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, back to San Diego again.
Yes, Steven, do you have any thoughts and opinions on...
I didn't really
Whatever.
follow
Comic-Con?
San Diego Comic-Con too much, so I don't really know.
Okay.
What about Disney stuff? Was there any Disney stuff?
I mean, one of the Avengers guys is voicing Donald Duck in the next few
Yes,
episodes.
and
for,
what's funny is that the behind the
details.
scenes video of it, when they were interviewing him, it says his name, and then in the description it says Thanos Survivor.
I gotta applaud whoever thought of that. I gotta applaud them.
You just spoiled Infinity War for someone.
Whoops.
Hey, you said the guy from Avengers, so they don't know who.
That's true. We didn't say the names.
I mean, Hulk is pretty
I
big.
know who you're talking about. I don't care.
And no one said anyone died.
Yeah. Damn it, Silver.
You just spoiled someone dies.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Bebop showings, and it's still the same 88 miles.
Okay, but anyway, let's
So
just
stay more
stay on
theaters to be added too.
Also, to be fair, I mean, Infinity War is like the 4th highest grossing movie ever. So if you haven't seen it yet, I don't know.
It's coming to digital this Tuesday.
Who cares?
Be
Physical
careful.
copies anyway.
Be careful what you say, Eric.
Nah. Anyway.
No one cares, princess.
So any closing thoughts with San Diego Comic-Con? I think we
There
broke
are
it
a lot
apart
of
and
things I want that are too far away. That's my thought.
that I agree with 100%. Batman the Emmy series. Anyway, so I guess the next topic is Toonami San Diego Comic-Con related news. And we sort of touched on it before.
Toonami.
Boruto.
Burrito.
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 My head.
Boruto, the next generation ninja thing. Naruto adventures continue on Toonami.
Oh
do we
god,
feel about this?
another show that's gonna last a million years.
It won't be One Piece though.
I'm kind of conflicted with it. I'm very excited for it, but I'm also very torn by it because of that very reason where it's like
I still question it.
that's a time slot that's going to be eaten up for a
Tricky.
long time.
I have to agree.
And I'll even say like the first couple arcs in Boruto, like it's gotten really good now.
Now.
Right now. We have about like a year or two before we get to the good stuff.
Not to mention.
So it's like Black Clover.
No. At least Boruto is okay.
No. That's what they
Black
need to do.
Black Clover is unwatchable. I just
Hey,
turned it
I
on.
like Black Clover.
No,
we have problems, my friend.
No, that's what you need. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna.
It'll get good because I read the manga, and it's gonna be about 2 years till it actually gets good.
Well,
that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna remove Black Clover from Boruto.
Well, right now, I don't think so. Like right now, Black Clover, I turn it off because of just how predictable and boring and stupid and just everything about it. I just start watching One Piece and Boruto. I turn it off. I don't even watch.
I'm somewhat kind of liking Black Clover, like when I watch and all that. But
To me,
I can only go for so many weeks when I hear I'm gonna be the Wizard King.
okay, yeah.
Well, I mean,
He literally says it in
yelling.
every episode.
To me, the most hilarious episode is the recap episode because you see the art and animation go to almost movie quality to
Shit.
TV to passable to oh my god, that's like 2 frames.
See, the chat agrees with me. We have a Black Clover, everything sucks. The chat agrees with me. See?
No. The openings are decent.
Yeah, because they put too much money into the opening.
Doesn't count.
They
They
put
put like
over half the
$3
budget into the opening.
Yeah, they blew. Yeah, if
That makes it suck more because they put more effort in the intro than the actual show.
that's to me that's the amazing part. Okay, with One Piece, you see the intro and it's good quality, but it's like almost standard One Piece quality.
It's a ploy.
then you
It's a
see Black
scam.
But then you see Black Clover, it's like, holy shit! They put like half the budget into this, and then the rest of the episode starting.
Well, off topic again. Black Clover tangent over. What do we think of Boruto coming to Toonami?
Now I have not seen it.
I'm
And
conflicted.
I'm
not that big of a Naruto person. Like I'll watch when Shippuden comes on, but like, I mean, like we're not even halfway done with it. We're not even close to that. Wait, are we close to halfway done? I don't know. I don't watch.
I have no idea. There's too many episodes.
I don't know.
I would say like we're just maybe hitting. I would say about maybe
The halfway mark.
30, 35, 40%, maybe.
Ugh.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put it like this: if we're going by the actual story, we're like at 60%.
Yeah, I would.
Anime-wise, we're at let's say 45.
Yeah.
Because of all those freaking fillers, an entire freaking season of flashback episodes. That when I was seeing those, I was like, I'm getting sick of these flashbacks.
During the
main.
During
You're
one
gonna
of the
sell
most,
it, you
during
hit
the
the
most pinnacle, pretty much the most pinnacle arc in the show.
And then it pauses to cut the flashbacks for like a year.
Ban filler.
Well, that's something that I'm kind of interested to bring up, like with the how the block is panning out with all the shonen shows and everything. Do you think Adult Swim, DeMarco, and all the guys, do you think they should consider maybe just cutting out the filler and just going straight through the plot line?
No,
Well,
because
I don't think it
business-wise,
depends
that
on
doesn't make
them.
sense.
Like I think it all depends on the company, like Funimation or Viz. and all
They
that.
don't have a say in the matter. It's whatever they sign with the deal, they gotta air.
It's also a
true.
matter of, well, it's literally like business-wise, it makes no sense. You already paid for the episode. Why
Right.
not air it? That's like the logic.
Well,
Do you think
be-
that's why they aired that Outlaw Star episode?
but with that said, though, I make this case because I bring this up whenever we talk about like ratings and everything, and I think this is what did One Piece in. Water 7 was building up. There was like a good 2 or 3 week span where One Piece was up there among with like Dragon Ball Z Kai and Attack on Titan, if I remember at the time, like hitting 1 million views and all that stuff during the Water 7 arc. And then the ratings just fell, and it never was able to bring it back during that period in the Water 7 arc where they flash back to the original episodes and how the crew met.
Okay, well, yeah, that's...
Didn't they drop One Piece
then they eventually
one
dropped the
episode
whole
before
show.
a big arc started?
Well,
Maybe.
kind of.
I remember watching...
Almost at Saboti Archipelago.
Mhm.
Almost.
Because, like, I remember watching this one video. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Roger's Space.
Mhm.
He's a big One Piece fan, and, like, he made a video of his thoughts on it. And he was like, they dropped One Piece one episode before the big something arc where he meets all this and you see all this and all that. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want.
Is that when they did cancel it, like officially? I'm assuming.
I think no. I think this was when it was announced, but it was already happening, and like Tokyo Ghoul was announced to replace it.
So it was when it was coming back.
One Piece was canceled on the last filler episode before they start going into Duval.
Yeah.
After that, it's Saboti.
A lot of shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also
pretty much arcs on the level of how great Water 7 was.
So going back in the topic, example, like they're bringing in JoJo Part 4, Attack on Titan Season 3. Like all these, shows are getting like their new refresh season. And then I completely forgot that there's also the new Tokyo Ghoul season. Now, wouldn't Toonami air that, considering that they aired, Tokyo Ghoul in the first place?
Well, broadcast-wise, and just based on how Toonami's been, and considering the latest editions, you would think that would be probably top on the list. If you talk to the community, though, they'd be like, no, please, no, don't do it, don't. That's my personal opinion on it.
Now, I'm probably going to roll a lot of heads right now, but I never really got, I kind of liked Tokyo Ghoul time, but yet again, I never read the manga or watched the original anime, so I can't.
You guys are gonna hate me. I'm a Tokyo Ghoul fan.
I'm a what's the girl's name? Forgot her name.
Toka.
Soka, yeah, Toka. I'm a fan of her.
I agree.
I hate what's his name? The main character.
Kaneki.
I hated him in the beginning episodes where he was whiny as hell. And then, after he gets that edgy shift.
Yeah, I still hate him. He's one of the worst protagonists I've ever seen. I would prefer the show to focus on the girl. She's a more interesting character. I watched the first
season, and then when the second season started, I watched a few episodes, then I just started watching it all together.
Yeah.
It's almost hilarious. Even though I'm a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, season 2 is just for me.
And I think there's a season 3 coming as well, right?
Yes,
we were just
first half already aired, and I like it.
My mindset went from Tokyo Ghoul to Sword Art Online. Because that's another show that they could conceivably pick up, but that's another one I think the community would be like, no, don't do it, DeMarco. Don't.
Yeah, here's the thing. I personally find Sword Art Online more entertaining than Tokyo Ghoul. That says a lot.
No,
but I'm talking personally. I would rather have OP Kirito than whiny or super duper emo comic.
But at least you're somewhat engaged in Tokyo Ghoul. Sword Art Online, you're bored out of your mind because all the characters are OP and completely disinteresting.
No, Tokyo Ghoul, the part that's interesting was with Toka in season 1, and when season 2 came in, nothing interesting is happening.
I'm aware, but when she's on screen, she's sort of...
I have not seen the third season.
I haven't seen the third season either.
I don't even know how many episodes is into it. Didn't they stop?
They're taking a break right now. They aired 12, and 12 will air next fall.
See, that's another thing. It's like so like these huge ass breaks, like just to find out like something. Now, like, okay, another rant here. I'm sorry. Okay,
It's
I just got
okay.
a lot of
Go for
rants. Freaking a lot of animated shows that I get into a lot. Whenever and some of them just decide to have these long ass breaks that I have to wait almost a year to over a year, and it kills me so much. And I'm just like, please come back.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's like now I understand animation is a lengthy process, but come on, you're killing
Come on. I've been waiting for the final season of Fairy Tail for God knows how long. And I only find out now it's coming out in October. Table flip.
Is it a perfect example is Venture Bros. How long did season 7 take?
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that show.
And neither did I. But apparently it's been long.
But
Now, I would say another
I hear you, though. But yeah, like that's the thing, like how do I put this? Like I said, I'm happy that Boruto is coming to the block. But I don't know. It could ruin the pacing of the block. It's hard to say.
I'm conflicted.
No, we already have a
went
bunch
from
of other long shows. We have Super, we have Hunter x Hunter, we have Shippuden. What else? There was another one.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Yeah, no.
But it's like
Shippuden.
Yeah, I said Shippuden.
Yeah, okay.
my biggest problem is that we went
Like
from
Kai recently.
Dragon Ball to too much Naruto.
Too much Naruto. Since when have we ever had too much Naruto?
No,
People-
we're gonna
you
go
say
from
now. Yeah, we went from too much Dragon Ball to too much Naruto now.
Yeah,
We
from
yeah,
two
because we
Dragon
lost
Ball
Kai, but we
shows
picked
to-
up Boruto. Pretty much, Boruto's replacing Kai.
now we have two Naruto shows. Sure, one of them focuses on the kid, but
Do you
it's
think-
still a Naruto
Do you
show.
think they'd move Shippuden up just because Boruto or no?
No.
Well, hang on.
No.
When does Shippuden get on? 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock?
2.
2 o'clock. And so it
Yeah,
goes.
two
Comes
East
after
Coast.
Black Clover.
And it goes Super, Hero. What comes after that?
Fully.
Fully Cooley. Which will be done by then. So I guess Boruto would go where Fully Cooley is.
No.
Nah. I'd say where Pop Team Epic is.
Yeah. That's 12:30,
Then
right?
JoJo,
No.
then Hunter x Hunter, then Black Clover.
Alternative will still be going on when Boruto premieres.
God,
Wait,
how are they
what?
gonna squeeze that in?
Fully Cooley Alternative will just be starting. It'll be like what second or third episode.
Okay.
They'll put it ahead of Shippuden. It'll be like the similar effect where Dragon Ball Super is way ahead, and Kai
So,
is super
Will it be
behind,
before Shippuden or after Shippuden?
Before. I'd say
so
before.
before. So
Yeah,
That would make sense.
like how Super was before Kai.
How are you
I
gonna
can't-
do this, DeMarco? How are you gonna do this?
I can't wait for them to spoil basically the ending of Naruto Shippuden. Everyone who has never paid attention to the manga or the sub version of the show.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Yeah, but I already saw I'm not that big of a fan, and I already looked up that like
Quick
Naruto
question:
Sasuke final battle thing that they had.
mhm.
Yeah.
Are we still on the
Have they
episodes
been-
that
have they-
aired?
What was that?
Are we still on the episodes that aired on Disney XD? Or are we past that yet?
No, we passed that.
Yeah,
a
we're
We're
long
past
time
that.
ago.
We are
Yeah.
way past that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one that remembered it was on Disney XD.
I am.
No,
I
I
never
did.
saw it on Disney XD, but I'm pretty sure it was censored.
I saw a bumper for it once.
Now, I'm about to say something really sad. I actually watched Kai on Nicktoons when it was out,
Hey,
And
that's something to be sad about.
Actually,
no. Here's the sad part. That's
Ooh.
how I discovered Dragon Ball.
Oh, that is
What?
Silver's probably
You're
gonna want to
banned.
break the hell out
Get
of you.
out. No, I'm
boss,
Nah.
get me the gun.
kidding. Go in the corner. Go in the corner.
He wants the brick cannon.
Now here's why I say that. Because when Dragon Ball was
Final flash.
Then come back.
because
Get out.
Get the bricks. Get the bricks right now. We
I
got a
say
bag of
that-
bricks and they got your name on them.
I say that because when Dragon Ball was big in the 2000s, I was like not allowed to watch it. So like I never and I've seen the ads and I would see like all the commercials, but I never like stuck around for an episode. And even when I saw that it was coming to Nicktoons, I didn't see it in the beginning. The only reason I saw it is because I turned my TV on one day and that was like one of the first things they gave. And it was one of the Android episodes. And then I don't know, I just kept watching. And I would wait for the new episode for some reason. That's how I freaking
Wow.
saw the Cell Saga. And I'm freaking sad, I know. And then after that, I started exploring on the internet for more, and then I watched the whole thing. And
Okay, fine. You've been redeemed since you actually looked into it.
But the sad but here's what's sad. So I know that like when Dragon Ball started in the 90s, like they had like this gap. Like Goku would beat the Ginyu Force, and then like what it would be like it would go back to the beginning.
Yeah, it was like restart the current arc that they're on.
So for some reason, I remember that something similar happened in the Nicktoons run of Kai. It was the episode where Cell became perfect Cell,
Yeah.
and then like they just stopped for some reason for like a good long while. And I remember during that time they gave Dragon Ball movies, and they would give Broly, but then they would give like Fusion Reborn and like the stuff post Saga, and I knew nothing about it. So I'm like, why does Goku have long hair? Who's this kid? And I'm like, what? Gohan's a Super Saiyan? Like, Larry, that's
Hold up. Why is he an adult?
Exactly, like that's how freaking sad it was.
Wait, Goku has another kid?
And I was like, wait, Goku's dead?
That's a pretty interesting way of experiencing Dragon Ball.
It is. I have a bunch of other sad stories, but that'll take up this whole podcast, and we need to continue on.
Oh, I'm sure we all do.
Yeah, I can't wait for Boruto to spoil for everyone. Oh, Sakura and Sasuke do end up together for some reason. And then the other half goes, no! My ship with Naruto and Sakura is ruined!
But at this point,
I can't watch Shippuden ever again!
At this point in Shippuden, though, I mean, that's already kind of established. I mean, freaking, what was Naruto's wife's name? Freaking, she already said she loved him. She already said she loved him on the freaking on that one episode where she tries to fight yet again. Like I'm not heavy on Naruto. Like she tries to fight Pain.
Pain, yeah.
And freaking, and then like obviously, I mean Sakura and Sasuke is like no shit. I mean like come on.
Yeah, but the thing is that Hinata confessed, but Naruto's reaction, he was too busy dying to give a response.
I mean,
he kind of forgot.
Technically, spoilers, Sakura actually admitted to Naruto that she likes him too at one point. It was totally not fake at all, or not even a complete lie. So I could see why Boruto may cause problems, because they'll be like, well, I remember that one specific episode where I know for a fact Sakura did not lie to Naruto's face at all. How did this happen? What?
Honestly, to me, I feel really bad because once people see Sakura and Sasuke I'm sorry. That's a pity marriage.
To be
But
fair
yet
though,
again,
to be fair though,
we see Sasuke give like attention to his daughter. Yes, he has a daughter,
but
and every time Sakura waits for affection, he goes like, "Well, bye."
yeah, that also Silver.
but that's the typical shonen parent.
And it's not even that too. Consider this, that Sasuke doesn't necessarily show up until the season that we're in now, technically.
Wasn't he in the beginning though?
So you could think that, like, you can kind of put the pieces together, and especially during that one arc with the daughter where she was questioning who the real father was. Spoilers, by the way. That's an arc.
Wait, so Sasuke's not in the beginning of Boruto?
Technically, no.
The reason why he's not at the beginning is because if I say it, I would be spoiling.
I don't
the
give a
rest of
damn
Shippuden.
if I get
Well,
spoiled.
I watched the first 10 episodes.
I could
Of
put
what?
I could put it like this, okay? Pretty much in Boruto, Naruto and Sasuke are like joint Hokage. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, Naruto's the actual Hokage, and
And
Sasuke
Sasuke
is
is-
like the combat Hokage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naruto says that there's something wrong here, and then Sasuke disappears
So,
for a long while to deal with
pretty
it.
much Sasuke is like this
Why
wanderer
is
going
he
out
so rogue
going
in the
around
first
getting
place?
intel for the Leaf Village. Pretty much.
Yeah,
And fucking
he's
shit
doing
up.
Naruto's job.
See,
Yeah.
the only
physical
thing I
part.
know in Shippuden is that it's just like this long, like 10-year anime about bringing him back, and then like a bunch of crap happens in that time frame. Like that's what I think, at least. Like
He
it's
fights
just
God, fights Jesus, he fights the mom of God. That's not a joke. I'm serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
and now what?
Seriously,
Like
Yeah.
He
freaking
seriously fights God's mom.
Mm-hmm.
God has a mom.
Yep. After constantly getting the entire village's asses kicked by this Uchiha, who I'm not gonna name for spoiler purposes,
nah.
who should have been the real villain to the very end.
No, actually, he was the real villain.
Until he wasn't.
Kishimoto basically admitted that he was the real villain, but
He was
then
too
it turned out
powerful.
that
So
I made him so powerful that I pretty much didn't know how to kill him.
So I blew him up into a balloon and created a new villain from that.
You want to know what's funny is that in JoJo Part 5, I remember there's a character in JoJo Part 5 that Araki like wrote out of the story because he was too OP. Like I remember, and probably when the Part 5 anime comes out, you might see him, and then he'll probably just disappear for no reason.
Clearly, it was not bizarre enough for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Nonsense.
So, anyone else? Anything to say on this topic?
Like I said, I'm kind of torn between it. I'm happy that Boruto is here and here to stay, but I'm also like, where's this going to go with the lineup? Because it's getting jumbled. It's getting very claustrophobic with the long-running shows.
Crap, my computer's.
Hey, Silver, somebody has a question for you in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Let me see.
Where is it? Is it the last question?
Everybody might want to run.
Wait, what is it?
So anyway, next topic.
What's the question?
No,
You know what?
I'm
Silver
checking right now.
sounds offended
No.
by it. I want to know the question now.
no.
It's about the forbidden taboo.
No.
That's a forbidden word, and I can't say it.
Someone else say it, please.
No,
He'll kill me if I say it.
it's true.
Did you know back in 2011, Ben Ramsey
No,
Dragon
no,
Ball
no,
Evolution
no.
was hired by Nickelodeon to write the story for Last Airbender 2
Is this in the DM or in the chat?
in the
The
chat.
chat. It's the last question in the chat.
What is it, Ben Ramsey? Is it the bottom one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben Ramsey, the guy who wrote Evolution, was hired by Nickelodeon. That's not really a question. That's more of a fact.
You see the muted notification?
He didn't deserve that. Unmute him. Unmute him.
Who muted who?
Phantom, unmute him.
Phantom muted himself. Unmute yourself.
Unmute him.
To kick both your asses.
Now we're wasting time here. Come on.
I order you to unmute yourself.
There we go. All right.
I will not be muted.
Phantom, unmute yourself.
Nah, leave him be.
Well, anyway,
Fall asleep.
with that, I think that turns into our final topic of the night.
I feel better.
DC Universe block.
But didn't we already went through
Yeah,
that?
we talked about DC Universe. Pretty much.
So let's go to the State of Toonami.
State of Toonami, which we pretty much talked about too.
We kind of mixed them all together.
Yeah.
The state of
The United
Toonami.
States of Toonami.
But yeah, pretty much like I said in the last topic, pretty much that I'm happy that a lot of the shows that are coming, but I'm kind of worried that there's going to be like lack of placement for like some newer stuff, because it's, again, like we were saying, how like it's all remakes and reboots and things that have, continue going. And yes, some things we want to continue, but things like Boruto, where we haven't even finished it. Don't know if that's a good idea. God bless.
Thank you.
Salud.
Like
Thank you.
Super was, announced to come at at the time where Kai was finishing the Cell Saga.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same day, they announced the Kai Buu Saga, which has never been dubbed in English before.
Yeah, that's fair, but like the thing is with Super is that like the difference between Dragon Ball and Naruto is that Naruto has been still going. Like Naruto just finished like recently. Dragon Ball has been finished for how many years now? Like Super. The reason why Super has like a bigger impact is because Dragon Ball's been not dead, but like absent from the anime industry.
It was almost 20 years. It was almost 20 years since the last series when Super aired.
Right. And
No, it was over 20 years because Japan ended in '96.
Well, but still, that's the point that I'm making. Like Dragon Ball's been out of the industry for God knows how long, and that's why bringing in Super makes more sense than like Shippuden, where we haven't even finished. Like Dragon Ball finished its entire run on Toonami back in the day. It went through Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. It only made sense to bring in Super and have it run there. Whatever. Point is, Naruto never finished its run. We're in Shippuden now. That hasn't even finished its run, and yet we're already bringing in the new show, and that's going to be a long-running show, technically, for many years. And it's, I don't know.
So what's the next weird show that'll probably end?
To be honest, a lot of people thought Toonami was going to get Boruto last year.
Yeah, again, but like a lot of shows have this weird time before a dub and a sub. Dragon Super took like 2 years. Attack on Titan season 2 took like a week.
Yeah.
Freaking Boruto takes 2 years. And I'm thinking, what else? JoJo. Like, isn't the JoJo job like a mixed bag type? Like how the dub came? Like, wasn't it test?
I'm not sure.
Because I remember seeing like 3 dubbed episodes of Stardust Crusaders that were uploaded like 2 years ago, and like now we're getting like a dub of the whole thing.
Well, it might be because like the company that I was a part of might have fell under or something like that. It could have been like a One Piece with 4 kids type of thing, where
and then I remember seeing
the company fell in and they didn't complete dubbing the show. and then Funimation just picked it up, and then just started from scratch pretty much. That happens, That's the only logical explanation I could see from it.
Can I just say I can't wait for the part 4 dub, mostly because I want to hear the English version of "What did you say about my hair?"
I'm actually kind of excited where JoJo's going. The latest arc is starting to get good again. It's kind of fallen off for me for a bit, but it's pulling me back.
Gators?
Yeah.
Well, that's because they finally got to the part that the whole arc was about.
I know.
And it's the best thing. Freaking Jotaro versus Dio is literally a top 10 show in the moment.
I've heard.
The pacing for the second part of Stardust Crusader is amazing in the sense that the first part, it was from this country to this country, to then through the sea, to then to another country, to then through this town, to then through the deserts.
And then they finally made it to Egypt. And then the second half is them just trying to get through Egypt.
Yeah. It went from world traveling to where the fuck is this building?
Well, to be fair, we're kind of getting off topic again.
No.
I have a question for everyone, and everyone who's also listening as well.
No.
Which of the 4 shows are you most looking forward to? Attack on Titan Season 3, JoJo, Diamond Unbreakable, Fully Cooley Alternative, or Boruto?
JoJo.
Titan.
Titan.
I'm kind of in between Titan and Alternative, believe it or not.
Oh,
Titan,
I don't know why,
Titan-
but when you said Titan, I didn't think of Attack on Titan. I thought of the Teen Titans Live.
Oh, hell no.
Have you seen my tweets the last couple days? Are you kidding me right now?
Silver, you need to kick his ass.
I just heard Titan, and I'm thinking F Batman again.
I said
Yes,
Attack on Titan Season 3.
Fuck Batman. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Because like the first episode of Fully Cooley Alternative during the April Fool's thing, like I really liked the characters in it. I liked the animation style better than season 2 based on what I've seen. I don't know, like Fully Cooley Alternative looks fun and looks exciting for some reason. I get like a weird the excitement that I have for Lupin Part 4 coming. I had that same vibe going into Fully Cooley Alternative.
I don't know why, but I have higher hopes for Alternative than I did for Progressive.
Yeah, I'm on. Well, season 2, I was curious, but it turned out to be really disappointing. I thought.
I was
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah.
And call me crazy, but I got like a little theory. I think Alternative might be a prequel to season 1. Even though that sounds. The only reason I say that was because if you look at the ending credits to Progressive, you see her driving past like all the characters, and you see the alternative characters, then you see the season 1 characters, and then you see the Progressive characters.
Yeah,
like
but
in that order.
Or maybe
the eyebrows guy appears in Alternative just without the eyebrows.
to be fair, it's Fully Cooley. Can we really consider a canon to Fully Cooley?
That's true.
I don't know. Did anyone from the
Because-
original ever pop up in Progressive?
Fully Cooley
Because like
and sorry.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Progressive and Alternative are 2 completely different series.
Yeah,
You can say.
like to me,
They-
Progressive felt like it was like progressing towards something, even though I don't know what it was progressing to. I think it like the main character was like progressing into adulthood, I guess, kind of. I don't know.
That's kind of like an evolution because in the season 1, it was like him progressing into like puberty and teenagehood and all that, and like season 2 is like her progressing to adulthood. Oh, not well, like high
Sort
school
of.
life and all that. And now I'm
Sort of.
thinking like 3 is gonna be like post graduation, like college type stuff.
I don't think it's going to be that because of the name alternative. Like I think alternative meaning
The
like
alternative take, basically.
yeah, it's going to be like
Yeah.
like this is good. I think this one, and I think that's why I'm hyped up for it, because alternative sounds like we're taking the Fooly Cooly concept and we're just doing something with it. Where Progressive kind of felt like they were trying too hard. They were trying too hard to make it a sequel to Fooly Cooly, where alternative feels like we're just taking some of the core concepts of Fooly Cooly and we're just going to do something, whatever we come up with it. It's an alternative to it.
The way I look at it is, Progressive and Alternative are both season 2. They're both the sequel to the original. It's just they're different versions of the story of the sequel to the original.
Okay.
The different version, season 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
alternative. It seems like it's just like let's just chill and do our own thing.
Yeah.
It's not like trying too hard. It's just like, guys, let's just chill. Let's just chill, and we'll make something of our own. Let's.
Do you think they worked on alternative first before? Well, no, because they were worked on at the same time, just in different studios.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had 2 separate scripts, and they couldn't decide which to actually make, so they just said, "Fuck it, let's just make 2 seasons."
Mm-hmm. Well, also another thing that from reading what DeMarco said, which I find kind of interesting, that he mentioned that he pretty much when they're deciding to bring on shows, they're gonna try to get something unique and different, sort of, but we're also going after the popular shows as well. Thus, I believe he said that because someone asked about Boruto and My Hero Academia being on the show for a long time.
Like a lot of shonen shows.
Yeah. And his answer was pretty much, we're going to go after the popular shows, but we're also going to try to bring in some extra stuff on the side as well. So I'm just trying to think, like, what kind of shows, other popular shows that we may not be thinking may be coming to Toonami. I don't know.
Well, yet again,
Fairy
considering
Tale.
that he brought Pop Team Epic to Toonami.
Yeah, but I think Pop Team Epic would be an example of what I think Pop Team Epic is an example of when DeMarco said that we have something like crazy, weird, and different that's never really aired on Toonami before, which I think is the case.
Also, I just noticed that the banner on DeMarco's Twitter is the 4 main characters of Alternative. Just noticed. I'm looking at Twitter right now. Anything else? I guess I don't know.
What do you guys think of that? Like, what do you think DeMarco means by like the popular shows besides like Boruto or anything like that?
I don't know, any show that gets everyone talking.
But that's the weird thing with Boruto. Like, Boruto has been popular, but it hasn't been like one of the top popular shows. Like I see it on Crunchyroll as like the 7th or 8th.
It's like medium popular. It's like not there yet. It's somehow
like it was initially, but it's slowly dimmed out a little bit.
Oh, is it like Super, where like it's a movie first and then they make like an arc that's pretty much the movie, just in an arc form?
Well,
kind of is.
Boruto's current arc right now in the subs in the show, they're going through the Boruto the movie right now. What happens in Boruto the movie is happening in the arc right now.
Yeah, at first they take a while.
In fact, I think they just completed it, actually, technically.
At first they take a while, then they adapt the Sarada Naruto volume, which basically Sarada looking for Sasuke, her dad. That's basically like the whole volume.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, I'm not sure if it's after or before that, it's the tuning exams for them. Kind of ish.
I don't know. In my opinion, I was thinking of just catching up on Naruto just by getting the Ultimate Ninja Storm trilogy on the Switch.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to freaking watch like 5.
You will suffer like everyone else. You will suffer through the fillers.
I would recommend just look up a website that tells you what episodes are filler and just skip them.
Shh, don't tell him that.
I am gonna tell him that.
No.
I fucking suffered through that.
Naruto person. I already know the story.
I will not allow him to experience Robo Naruto, okay? I will not allow him to experience
that. He needs to see Robo Naruto.
He does not need to see Robo Naruto.
He needs to. It is required.
I did not know there was a Robo Naruto
story.
Spoilers, there's a Robo Naruto in the filler.
I must have skipped over it.
No, Robo Naruto is vital to the story.
Don't listen to him.
It is not complete.
I know we have 0 viewers right now, but do not listen to him. Any future viewers, hear my word. Hear my word. Do not watch Robo Naruto filler.
You need to see it.
You will lose lifespan on it.
So we
Life
just
will be cut by 10 years.
Bio Naruto.
You need to see the Nine Tails Megazord.
So I'm about to post a poll on Twitter about the question I just asked about the 4 shows. Just to let everybody know.
All right.
But yeah, you need to see the Nine Tails Megazord. It's required you see the episode.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, any final thoughts besides Robo Naruto and Mega Nine Tails Zord?
Everyone needs to see Robo Naruto.
No.
Because of how stupid and glorious it is.
I would say another sad story, but this would literally make everyone shoot me in the face right now.
No.
Well, we don't want that.
No.
Bullets and most likely, yeah, we wouldn't shoot you. We would just throw bricks at you. Remember, Silver has the sack of bricks.
Yeah.
That's your worst punishment. When you know you've done something bad, you're getting sacked in the face with bricks. That's it.
It's true.
Yeah, as Phantom.
Or
Phantom. He knows. He knows.
Either a brick, or if you really piss Silver off, then you get blasted with a Kamehameha.
It's true.
Well,
mostly bricks though.
Well, considering that I said I didn't get into Dragon Ball until the Nicktoons run, he did do a Kamehameha.
And I did a Final Flash.
Yeah, but I spared you because you said that then you went to look for it yourself.
Oh,
you were spared.
Oh, the other sad story I have, I would not be spared. Trust me.
Tell me.
And what is it? I want to hear this.
I didn't discover the importance of Toonami until 2015. Or I didn't discover Toonami. Well, no, I knew about Toonami then little, but I didn't get into it entirely until 2015.
Letter of
Lieutenant
resignation, please.
What Silver
so
said?
like, I was
Get out.
I was hearing bits.
Get out.
Let me explain. I was hearing bits and pieces about when it returned, like back in the day, like 2012, but I didn't see it. Like I remember seeing Bleach one time on there, but then I just flipped the channel, and then one day in like 2015, because I see Dragon Ball Z Kai on the guide, and then I remembered to myself, oh yeah, I saw Dragon Ball Z Kai on Nicktoons. It was like, let me put it on right now. It was like, oh, this is Adult Swim. And then I was like, oh, it's Toonami. And then it was like after it was Kill la Kill, and then I actually stuck around for Kill la Kill, and I got into Kill la Kill, and then after that, I kept coming back every week for the other stuff, and that's how I got in. And then, but don't kill me then, because then after that I did a bunch of the research of back in the day, and then I got really, really, really into it. And well, you could consider me a hardcore fan now.
For
So everyone's done
Killer
giving
Kill,
their
Killer Kill, I
energy.
assume.
I need to finish this spirit bomb.
Okay, that's all my sad stories. I'm a sad person, okay? I was not allowed to watch a lot of good things back in my younger years.
I didn't know Kill la Kill even. Well, I knew it existed, but I didn't realize how much I loved it until I saw it on Toonami during its revive run.
Okay, Eric, you need a brick.
What? You know,
Kill la Kill is epic.
You were
And it
there.
sounds
You
me-
saw me talking about it. I did an article on it.
He doesn't
yeah.
remember things, Eric.
It's
That's
true.
no excuse.
Yes, it is.
You only
I
remember
can
things.
I don't forget my
understand
own
during
name.
a time that we didn't even know each other, but the fact that you were there, I talked about it. I wrote an article about it. It's on the website, by the way. But I wrote an article about it.
Why did it take you so long to know the greatness of Kill la Kill?
Well, because I wasn't that big into anime back then. Like, pretty much my knowledge of anime was just strictly what was shown on Toonami back then. I wasn't into the industry as big as I am now, where I'm actually seeking out and torturing myself trying to find a good show in the market.
You see, and back then when I discovered Toonami, I was only paying attention to that one, and it was later on that I freaking seeked out and like looked into more Toonami, and then I loved it to death.
Mm-hmm.
And you say that, but then I also have regrets for not seeing it back then.
I have regrets not appreciating Outlaw Star back in the day. I'm pretty sure I've told this story, but
no, I just have regrets of not seeing Dragon Ball Z like back in its original run, Faulkner score and everything.
Well, yeah, like I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Outlaw Star back in the day, and it just didn't catch me. Like, it was interesting, but not enough to pull my interest. And now years later, I watch it on a certain website that I won't name, but I watch it all the way through for the first time, and I'm like, this is one of my favorite shows of all time. I now have it. But I could say the same thing for like Black Lagoon, Hellsing Ultimate, Soul Eater, because of the new Toonami block. Like, those are some of my favorite shows of all time.
Because of how late I got into it, I could never experience the greatness.
You get a brick. Get a brick.
And Black Lagoon, Soul Eater, and Hellsing. And I never saw Dandy until the rerun they started playing.
Okay.
I need to brick so many people tonight. I actually don't think I have enough bricks.
I get immunity for literally putting money toward Dragon Ball GT. I get immunity from your bricks.
No.
Wait. Wait, how the hell does that immune you for putting money toward GT?
In fact, that warrants you an extra brick.
Exactly.
Because I am the sole defender of GT.
Super wipes out GT, period.
Hold up. There's still salvation. Did you buy the whole series or only the second half?
I bought. Here, I'll read off exactly what the box says. Okay, it says Dragon Ball GT, the complete, that is complete whole entirety series from beginning to end.
Okay. I completely forgot I had another sad story. Because
we don't need to know about GT.
I remember that after Nicktoons finished Kai, they gave GT, and that's how I found GT. And keep in mind, Kai finished at the Cell Saga, and GT took place after Boo.
So you watched GT before you watched Boo.
And then
Yes!
and then I remember like freaking
That's
Baby
because
Super 17, and then oh god, I can't, and I forgot when they were doing the Super 17 saga. They had the censored version of Hell. You know what that is?
I love
Home
it.
for infinite losers.
They had Hiffle.
I love it. I love it. I love
that
it.
was because Nicktoons was trying to compete with Toonami at the time. I also remember
No,
one
but you
night
also
they
want
were
to know what's funny is that wasn't even the worst censored version. The worst censored version of Dragon Ball was freaking 3W. It was like what Toonzai.
Yep.
Oh my
4K.
god,
Yep.
that
4K.
censorship was hilarious.
Finding out Nicktoons, but be glad that I didn't watch it on Toonzai.
It's true.
See all the
4
wonderful
kids.
memories GT brings up from the burial ground.
No, I'm gonna put it like this. I watched one episode of Kai on Toonzai,
Yeah, so did I.
and my god, actually no, I watched it twice on Toonzai.
Yeah, it's
The
what.
halos were replaced with balls of light.
No, but not only that,
Mr.
but they would
Popo was
literally.
Oh, it was
blue.
blue.
Oh yeah, Popo was blue. Mr. Popo
And
was
instead
blue.
of Spirit Bomb and Gallic Gun, no, Spirit Blast, Gallic Blast. Like
Hello.
anything that sounded like munition or
Blame me for
threatening, it was
watching.
Blast.
Okay. Here's something. Blame me for watching Kai on Nicktoons, but the one thing that the Nicktoons run had over the Toonami run is that they played the Yamamoto music.
It's true.
And they played the Yamamoto music into the Android stuff as well.
Or at least in
Like, I
Up to a good
remember the
portion.
Yamamoto music playing in some of the Android episodes, and then the Kikuchi stuff started coming in. But that was in the middle of Android. That didn't stop at Frieza.
it's true. And Kai is way better with the Yamamoto music, even if all of it is plagiarized.
It's kind of I kind of miss the original music, honestly. I thought the music in Kai sounded really cheesy at times. To be quite honest with you.
Now there was like a part that like I see that I can only imagine with the Yamamoto music. It was like the final like battle with Goku and Frieza like on Dynamic and all that, and then like Frieza's beating the crap out of Goku, and I'm hearing the Yamamoto music in the background. It's like it fits.
Yeah, there's certain instances that it does work, but in other times, I'm like, I kind of miss the original music. I kind of wish it had like a good blend of both. Because
And
like
some people have been making like fan like versions where they edit Yamamoto music into like some of the Cell episodes and all that. Like they edited some Yamamoto music in like the Kamehameha scene on in Cell and all that. But then they also edit the Yamamoto music into the Boo episodes, and I know that that's a different score when it comes to Boo. Like they use the same score as Super.
yeah.
The whole thing with it's not that I'm against Kai using the original score. It's that when they restored it, it was a rush job, and most of the music they had available was not on stereo. It was mono.
You want to know something? I wish they had discovered the plagiarism stuff after Kai finished, just so that we at least have a full version of Kai with Yamamoto. They'll still take it down, but some people will keep that alive, damn it.
No, to me the most hilarious part is when Kai came back and it aired with the Yamamoto score, which means that Funimation, that means that basically the employees at Funimation, no one erased it. It's like their own secret. Like they have access. Everyone else doesn't.
Now you see, do you think Funimation has a complete version of Kai with Yamamoto music and they're just keeping it hidden from us?
I don't think they have a complete version of Kai with the Yamamoto music. I'm pretty sure they would only have up until like the last episode they dubbed for Nicktoons. But it's still a pretty number of
Like I said, I remember some of the Android episodes having Yamamoto music.
Didn't it accidentally air on Toonami? Didn't like they ended with that wrong
Yes.
skull or whatever?
On the premiere episode, and actually kept saying that it has the Yamamoto music. Like when they showed the promo of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh
Kai,
yeah, I heard a bit of it.
I heard a bit of it, and I kept hoping like, oh my god, it's gonna have the score. It's gonna have the score, and I kept praying for it and praying for it and praying for it, and then it shows up, and it was glorious. And then I cried because someone told Jason.
Wait, hold on. What?
Somebody ran their mouth to Jason.
Yeah,
If no one had ranted about it, maybe they could have kept it.
Maybe.
Though
Or
it would
Funimation
bring
would
up
look to them.
legal issues,
True.
but still, it was like the one night where Kai came back, the way it was actually made, and then it's almost sad because they changed back. They put the original score from Dragon Ball Z, and it's fine, but they never took out the insert songs. So suddenly, occasionally, it's normal Dragon Ball Z music, and then it changes to the Kai insert song that they made for the show specifically. And you can tell the difference. Like you can tell the difference of music styles, and then it goes back to the normal Z music.
Excuse me, everyone.
No.
Phantom has something he would like to say. Phantom, you
No.
can speak now.
No.
No.
We forbid
He
it.
DM'd me. He DM'd me. He's been trying to say something, but he doesn't want to speak over y'all.
I forbid it.
What is it? What do you want
Unmute
with
yourself.
us?
No one
Who did?
cares.
Unmute yourself.
What do you want with us?
No one cares.
I care.
No, you don't.
I just
Why don't I
let him
care?
speak. Let him speak.
Fine.
God damn it. You did that, didn't you, Silver?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Actually, yes, he did.
No, I
He
don't.
muted Sam too. And he did it
No.
again. Silver, stop trolling. You're wasting time.
I don't know how to mute people.
But
Bullshit.
yeah,
Yes, you do.
Silver pretty much summed it up. Nobody cares.
Or maybe it was me after all.
Who the fuck was that?
It
No, that was
Eric.
just me.
You scared the crap out of me for a second.
Autobots transform and kill Eric.
Autobots, move out. What do you want to say, Phantom? Go ahead. Just fucking with you. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Stop it.
What I missed. I was
Silver,
I don't know. We have one viewer.
Silver-
We're probably boring him.
Silver
Because
keeps
Phantom said
muting
he-
Phantom.
I'm not doing anything. It's not me. How do you mute people?
Phantom, unmute yourself and please
Yeah.
speak.
Come on. We're fucking with you.
Do you think?
Stay. Speak. Speak before us, Phantom. Come on, don't be shy. We're all friends here. And our one viewer, he's probably like, what the fuck is going on here?
I think we
Jets.
scared away all the viewers
Finally.
because
Oh, we probably did
spent
that.
a good amount talking about Boruto.
Yeah, we did that probably from when we first started. Oh no, we got two. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's actually me because I went to check the chat.
People actually want to watch this?
And the other one might be me.
Phantom, we have two people. You know, and
We have one person.
We're wasting
Okay, well,
time.
this
No reason to be
podcast is kinda
shy.
Going on long, so I
I
don't know.
Oh, he's
forgot
a
what I was
mute.
gonna say anyway.
Damn it, Silver.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You're laughing. You lie when you laugh.
oh, the
Okay.
anticipation killed our last
Okay,
viewer.
that doesn't work because I laugh at 98% of things.
Right.
It's true.
Sir, did you mute Phantom?
No.
Silver, did you mute Phantom?
He
No.
muted himself.
I mean, earlier when you were gone.
No.
All right. Well, with that, I think this is going to conclude this episode of the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions. So, with that, I am your host.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Do you want to give an update about the interview?
I mean, we
No.
can. Yeah, it's fine.
It'll be coming out soon.
Well, we're live, so
Basically.
might as well. The John Allen interview, we're still working on it. It's almost done. It should be out in a little while, in a week or so at most, if not sooner.
Yeah.
You'll see it pop up on our Twitter feed when it's ready to
Yeah.
go. Alrighty?
As we casually just announced it.
Yes. So, yeah. Anything else, or is that it?
No, we
Yeah,
can
that's
do our outros and clean up now.
Okie dokie. So with that, this concludes this episode. Oh, and we got 2 viewers. Sorry, guys. We're wrapping up, though. But with that, this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions. If you want to hear it, just start playing it from the back and enjoy. So with that, I am your host, Eric Casey, also known as eRockstar5 on Twitter. I hope you enjoyed it.
I am Joshua Matthew, founder and creator of Toonami Squad. You can find me on Twitter at JME_70056.
I am Sam crap, I messed up.
It's okay.
I am Sam Saxton at Samster299 on Twitter. Just call me Sam. And also on YouTube, but that's dead for now.
I'm Phantom. You can follow me at Phantomstar64.
I'm Steven. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SStarSo5.
And I'm Silver. And
Nobody cares.
I forgot my Twitter.
Silver Absolute 2.
What he said.
I thought it was silver is pretty.
Yes.
Eric, you just won 20 bricks to the face. Congratulations.
Wait, on top of the 100 that you promised me for GT?
What about the 1,000 I got?
100? Oh,
Everyone.
you forgot to add the tats. No, it's 138. Adding 20 more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a lot of bricks.
Oh, and it just so happens this concludes this episode of the Toonami Squad Podcast Sessions. No one cares about your bricks, Silver. And with that, we hope you enjoyed it. Brick Silver for us, please.
Follow us on Twitter at Toonami Squad. Like us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at Toonami Squad. Google Plus at Toonami Squad. You can find us on Tumblr. You can also listen to all the latest podcasts on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, and Player FM.
And don't forget to send your bricks to Silver Absolution too.
So that
Subscribe
I can throw them at Phantom.
Subscribe on those services. You can send us feedback to podcast@ToonamiSquad.com on our Twitter or Facebook. And you can also join our Discord server, Toonami Squad. Usually somebody's there throughout the week, and most of us are there every Saturday night during Toonami. And that's about everything.
All right. And with all that shameless plugging, we leave it to you to a wonderful night, guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and have a good night. Adios, folks.
Thank you for coming out.
My night was pretty terrible. Thank you.